We are given an inequality 8 minus x is less than or equal to 5x plus 2, and we are asked to solve for x. To solve for x, let's pretend that we are making x the subject of the formula so that we can either put x on the left-hand side of the inequality, or we can put x on the right-hand side of the inequality, and now everything else on the opposite sides. Okay, so now let's put all the x's on the right-hand side of this inequality and everything else on the left-hand side. So look, we have minus x here, so the opposite of minus x would be positive x. So now we have 8 is less than or equal to 5x plus x, and now plus 2. And now let's bring the plus 2 over to the other side of the inequality, so it would become minus 2. So we have 8 minus 2 is less than or equal to 5x plus x. 8 minus 2 is 6, and 5x plus x is 6x. So now we have 6 is less than or equal to 6x, or 6 times x. To move the 6 over to the other side of the inequality, the 6 is multiplying by x. So when we bring it across, it should be dividing. So now it would be 6 divided by 6 is less than or equal to x. And 6 divided by 6 is 1 is less than or equal to x. Now notice that I can rewrite this as x is greater than or equal to 1 as well. Look at this again. This is 1 is less than or equal to x. And if we look at it on this side, if we read it from right to left, this is x is greater than or equal to 1, which is this. It's the same thing. Okay? And this here would be our answer. So x can take on values of 1 or more. Okay, look at this. If we multiply or divide by a negative number, the inequality sign changes. Okay? Let's look at this example. We have negative x is greater than 1, and that's the same as negative 1 times x is greater than 1. If we want to get x alone, we can multiply by negative 1 on both sides. So the negative 1s would cancel, and now we have 1 times negative 1. That will give us negative 1. And look how the inequality sign changes from greater than to less than. Let's look at another example. Example 2. We have x divided by negative 2 is less than or equal to 4. Now if we multiply both sides by negative 2, the negative 2's would cancel on the left-hand side of the inequality, and we have to multiply by negative 2 on the right-hand side, and we get negative 8. And look how the inequality sign changes when we multiply or divide by a negative number. Now, if you're confused with this way, that's okay. Let's solve it the way that we know, or that I teach. We have minus x is greater than 1. So let me carry the negative x on the other side to make it positive. So now I have 1 plus x. And now I have nothing here, so that would be 0. And now let's carry the 1, or the positive 1, on the other side of the inequality. So that would become negative 1 is greater than x. And notice that I can read this as x is less than 1, okay? From left to right, negative 1 is greater than x. But from right to left, x is less than negative 1. Sorry, which is this? X is less than negative 1.